Good afternoon, kings and queens, and welcome to Business Strategies and Tips with Lady L. I am your host, Lady L, of Success Beyond Strategies LLC, building strategies that become successful actions, helping business owners and entrepreneurs take their vision, mission, and purpose, turning them into legal, successful, and profitable business entities. This show is brought to you by the Magnet Exchange Group, a book club, a social club of like minded individuals with a powerful magnetic attraction that develops healthy relationships, positive personal development. We share wisdom and experiences in generational wealth development and wealth preservation. You can join us on the MagneticExchangeGroup.com, where we will have information for you later on in the show as to how to connect with us. All right, today's segment has we've been talking about business empowerment and our days of the week. As you can see on my new wall, Tackle It Tuesday is the day. And we come and share some golden nuggets to successfully help you victoriously go through your week. We had Fresh Start Mondays on yesterday. Oh, yesterday was a really awesome show. If you missed it, you've got to go to my Facebook page, Laverne Sproul, or my YouTube channel, Lady Verne, Ladyverne, and catch the replay on that. Today's topic for Tackle It Tuesday is the power found in lessons. We often talk about things that we've gone through, things that we've experienced, and we've gone through generations of life being called mistakes. And we've come to understand that they're just life. And we make some choices and decisions that may not have been profitable for us, that may have been beneficial to us. But the key to all of that is, what did we learn from the experience? Because it has been told and it has been said that if you don't learn the lessons, guess what? You're going to bear to repeat it over and over and over again. And we often ask ourselves those questions. Why do I keep making the same choices? Why do I keep choosing the same people in my life? Why do I keep choosing the same caliber of people or circumstances or situations in our lives? It's because there is whatever lesson you needed to learn from it, you haven't learned it. And just like in school, well, they kind of slide people through school now, but there was a day where you didn't get promoted to the next grade until you can prove that you were able to have learned everything you needed to learn, because what you learned in that particular grade is going to help you migrate until the next grades, up to the next grade. So, with that being said, let's dive into the power found in lessons. Lessons, as defined, and we're going to go through a couple of definitions. Lessons is the amount of teaching at a given moment, at a given time, for a period, and it could be a period of learning or a period of teaching. But what I liked about this particular definition is lessons are an insight. You all heard me say plenty of times, I always ask God, Lord, give me insight for today. Give me foresight for today and help me to learn the lessons from hindsight being now that is 2020. Hindsight being 2020. Lessons is an insight gained by a learner. We are constant learners. The day you stop learning is the day you stop living. And as that insight is gained by the learner into either a previously unfamiliar subject, either a lesson can be learned by something that is planned, such as education. Some things are learned accidentally. Some things learned can be enjoyable, and some things learned can be painful. The core of it all is learn, find out what you needed to have gained from the experience, from the circumstance or the situation, especially if it was something unfamiliar to you. And it's like, oh my gosh, I need to understand why this happened the way it happened. And especially if it's something that is a result of your choices or decisions, you really need to learn from those, because if you keep making the same choices and the same decisions, you're going to get the same results. It's called insanity. Now, let's talk about lessons learned. What does that really mean? What does that really entail? Lessons learned is the knowledge gained from the process of conducting a project or having served in a particular circumstance or situation. Lessons learned includes positives and negatives. The idea of a lesson learned is to not repeat the negative aspects, but to repeat the positive aspects and learn what value did this mistake teach me. The ultimate purpose of documented lessons learned is to provide keyword documented. Because if you are journaling, and everyone should, it's a highly recommended task that will help you progress through life. When you document a lesson learned, I never forget, there was a relationship that I came out of, and I sat down with a notebook and I said, what did I learn from this experience? Where was I in that process? What responsibility can I take from this process or this circumstance or this situation that I need to really sit down and assess? We talked about assessments last week. Go to my YouTube channel, Lady Verne, Ladyverne. That's a series you want to go back over. I may even go back over it myself because assessments are critical. When you take the time to make a personal assessment of the lessons you have learned, the knowledge you have gained from the process, then you are able to extract the positives from the negatives, extract from both what you need to learn to be that new person, that better person. We're always talking about, oh, I want to be a better person. Oh, I want to, do things differently or be better at this or be better at that. That comes from sitting down and assessing, what did I learn from this process? Lessons learned is also the idea to, again, repeat the positive, not make the mistakes of the negative. But again, the ultimate purpose of a documented lesson learned is to provide future processes, whether it's connected. Now, let's connect it to your business, being that this is business strategies and tips. Okay. When you look at a documented lesson learned, it gives you the ability. We talked about feedback, constructive feedback. We often talk about how important it is to get your staff and your management involved in your processes, and especially in lessons learned, because then they can share with you their experiences. We talked about that at length. But what it also does, it can increase effectiveness and efficiency to build on the experience that has been earned by each completed project. When you look back on different aspects of your business and you say, okay, now that we've sat down, we've gotten feedback, we've assessed, we've done all of these things to take the lessons that we learned. How can this increase effectiveness in my business? How can we increase the effectiveness of having satisfied, repeated customers that will come back to your business, that will continue to connect to your products and services, that they will also refer and bring other people to your business? So that is critically important, to document the lessons that you have learned and review them with your staff, with your management team, those that serve among you in your organization and even in your ministry. So when you take the time to gather the information that you have been connecting to your businesses, your personal assessments, your constructive feedback, you're regrouping, you're being flexible, being consistent, being determined, being tenacious, facing challenges with solution minded mindsets, being diligent in following and adjusting your strategic plans and your strategic goals. There is nothing that your business, your organization, and your ministry cannot handle. So please, ma'am, please, sir, take the time to sit down and document the lessons that you've learned. Say you're brand spanking new in your business and there's been some things that you've overcome, and write those things down because they may reoccur on some different type of level. And you want to make sure that you can go back to some proven strategies and ideas to solve that problem or a different level of that problem on a different occasion. You want to be able to sit down and say, with that documented lesson learned, that now you're able to go forward and increase effectiveness. You're able to go forward and increase your efficiency. You're able to go forward and build on those experiences. Say you're 3 to 5 years into your business and you're saying, okay, let's do some other assessments. Let's do some documented lessons that we've learned from this level of business. Because remember, lessons being learned come from previously unfamiliar subject matter. You may be going through something similar, but it just happened a different way. That's still an unfamiliar territory that maybe you can apply what you previously had gathered from a previous experience that you can apply. Then again, it might not. You may have to again look at some other processes of conducting that project a little bit differently. So be mindful of how you are documenting your lessons learned. Make sure that you're gaining insight from them, that you are understanding how to learn, how to teach from those experiences, so that as your staff, because there may be some staff turnovers, this way, you have your roles, your responsibilities, you have some policies and some procedures in place, because what you learn from these lessons builds those areas, builds your policies and procedures. Some things you definitely need to do beforehand because you don't want to position yourself in an unpleasant legal situation. That's a little bit different from just having day to day operations and seeing some far more excellent ways of doing some of the things that you've been doing from those lessons learned. I hope this was a positive feedback for you today. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on my YouTube channel so that you don't miss any of these feeds that will be coming. I guarantee you that on any given day, it'll be exactly what you need for your business. Please leave a comment and even share your takeaways from today's show and how the shows are being a help to you in your business development journey. Remember, trust your journey. Adventure is calling. Are you willing to answer today? And understand that you did not wake up today to operate in mediocrity, because you are not mediocre. So count your blessings and have a wonderful Tackle It Tuesday. And let me share with you how you can get in touch with our Magnet Exchange group. First, let me start out with Life Changing Alliances. It is our personal development call Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Our Zoom room is 404-333-8430. And then just stay on and hop on into our Magnet Exchange group call at 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. Our Zoom room number there is 924-039-3360. Thank you for joining me today on Business Strategies and Tips with Lady L. It has been an awesome session. If you are in need of consultation to sit down and begin some other strategies for your business, please visit my website at Success Beyond Strategies. That's STRATEGZ.com. Leave your information and one of our associates will definitely be in touch with you to make sure that you are on the right track to develop a profitable, successful business. And don't forget, you can join me on my Instagram channel, Success Beyond Strategies. Again, that's STRATEGZ. And thank you so much again for joining me today. Have a wonderful Tackle It Tuesday. Bye-bye for now.